Hello and welcome back to another episode of Nimpulse Plays, where we are back with some Metal Gear Acid, but this time it's the sequel. I have no idea what this is. Okay, evidently there's a cutscene. I don't know why, but this feels almost more 90s. Nick, looking even more off-model than normal. Vince? Was it Chalice? Whatever his name was? I don't know. Serge? Go. Venus, Venus, Venus. Like an android cyborg something? Oh, Hideo Kojima was at least involved in this one. And finally, a new Metal Gear. I like that they're like, hey, you're playing a Metal Gear game. There's gonna be some weird dudes, there's gonna be Snake and a lady, and then there's gonna be a Metal Gear. I haven't test run this game, so the look of it is slightly concerning. There is like a flashiness to everything. Kojima Productions. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. Well. What's this? Exchange screenshot data taken with Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence for the PlayStation 2. When would you do this? I mean, I guess you could, technically. Options? Is there anything I need to do here? Quick mode always. Speeds up movement of non-players. Yes, please. Sure, new game, I guess. Listen, I'll take it easy. I'm just here to run through the story. 1 card and 1/100th of the PTS earned in the previous title, Metal Gear Acid, can be transferred for use in this game. Insert a memory stick containing save data of Metal Gear Acid. Okay. Yeah, go for it. I mean, I did completion, so... Metal Gear Acid data was loaded successfully. Choose a card to transfer. Oh, I mean, there are a lot of good cards. I feel like Stealth is probably the card I'd pick the most. I mean, I could take Stealth. Card transfer complete. 58 points gained. Wait, I had more than that, didn't I? It looks like with your is... Oh, the look of this game is very different. Okay, next we'll do some practical nanochip expansion training. You've got everything ready? Okay, Snake, from here on out you'll have to do as I say. Tutorial 1. Movement. First, let's go over movement. The left button and the right button select cards, and then the window to use, move, and so on will appear in the center of the screen. Use the up button and down button to select an option, then press the O button or the circle button to confirm your choice. If move is selected, you will see an area move, directional button you move, your number of moves remaining is shown at the bottom of the screen. Cancel a move, press the X button. Okay, let's try to actually move around. Okay, so similar to original Acid, the art style is different. What's going on with Snake? That's what I want to know. Okay, so this is all the same. Oh. Interesting. So I can, like, run in advance, I don't have to commit to everything first? Okay. And I can also choose to up and down crawl as I go. Hold on. So if I down, can I crawl, crawl, crawl? Oh no, because it costs twice the movement. But I can stand up and crawl at the same time. That's kind of cool. I like that. 3, 4. That's that. That's that. Okay. So on the right-hand side, my triangle, for some reason, is where the square would be, and then my square is where the triangle would be. That's kind of cool. It's also the art style I cannot get over. The displayed at the top of the screen is a number of cards that a player is able to use in one turn. Well, currently for me, it's the .X. Once this number hits 0, the player's turn is over. The command menu will open and you'll need to select end. You may open the command menu with the X button even if some of your turns remain, and use the end to end your turn early. Okay, so same as before. Check equipment. I have no equipment. Good. Play guide. This is just the tutorial, I guess. And then end. What's system? Solid mode. 3D on or off. Oh, this is what that is. It mentioned this. Solid on, solid off for 3D. Oh. That's why the art style's changed. You know, I'm going to change it back. I did it. Okay, good. They have the spam right at the end as normal. I got an S rank. Let's go. Tutorial 2. Enemies in fields of vision. Each enemy has its own field of vision. If you enter that field, a thing will appear above your head showing that you are discovered. If you press the triangle on the card site screen, you will switch to the aerial camera view. If you put the cursor on an enemy in this view, that enemy's field of view will be displayed. It's best that you try to make it your goal without being discovered. Okay. Alright, well, I'm guessing he looks around. You hold down the triangle button while moving, you can change your face. If you press the circle button while holding down the triangle button, you can engage in CQC. Circle button while holding the triangle button. So what, the square and the circle for me? No, this doesn't work. Oh, okay, so if I'm facing them at the end of my turn, I'll punch them, which sounds bad. The mission was a failure. Alright, well, it didn't go well. Enemies in fields of vision. Each enemy has a field of vision of its own, blah 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 blah. You press the triangle button in the air. Switch to the aerial camera view. If you put the cursor on an enemy in this view, the enemy's field of vision will be displayed. Okay, this is fine. It's that CQC bit. You know, I don't want to do that. At least he's very, like, not aware of anything around him. I don't like that CQC just happens automatically. I prefer if it was a button problem like the first game. Next, I'll explain how to crawl. If you press the square button on the move screen while using your move card, you will start to crawl. Can't move as far while crawling, but you can pass through narrow openings. Now try to crawl. Try to make it to your goal without being discovered by your enemies. Okay. Pressing the start button to pause and then pressing any other button will display a description of that button. If you're not sure how to use something, pause and try pressing the button corresponding to the icon in question. I'm good. Done. I do like the movement changes, in that I can now kind of more freely move. Knocking. If you press the directional button in the direction of the wall while moving, you can flatten against the wall. Okay. Where even is the guard? On the opposite side? Okay, so that's how you do it. I don't know which way this guy's going to move, though. Presumably the shortest way? I really hope he doesn't go left. Okay, good. I did it. I do prefer them doing the tutorial kind of in like this, even though it makes no like or less story sense, because then they're not trying to do it in the actual like first mission. Weapons. If you select a weapon card with the left and right buttons on the card selection screen, you can use that weapon by selecting use. However, you cannot use a weapon if there is no target within reach. If you target an enemy for attack while flattened against a wall, and you try to shoot that enemy, you'll do a surprise shot. Okay, that last bit was new. Climb ladders in front of you by hitting the ladder, using the directional buttons. Okay, so there's a lot more focus on like active movement. Okay, that's a used gun. Good to know. And you can climb just blankly. Okay. And behind this guy. I can at least look around here, which is nice. The art style is definitely more stylized. Okay, this is the same. Used cards are like immediate, whereas equipped cards are like, yeah, you need ammo. Okay. So then if I equip this here, and then wait, hopefully it doesn't turn around. Good. They did mention, if I'm flat, something about a surprise shot? No target. Okay. I don't know how that worked then. Yeah, that's use. So I can't translate this to a move. Okay, no, I can translate it to movement. That's good. I didn't want to use that. I want to do this, and then look. Okay, hold on. Okay, there's suddenly a lot more to do on the turn now, and now I think, oh, and I turn the quick movement on. So he's fainted. So yeah, if you end your turn next to somebody, you'll CQC them. I like that, like, crunch to, like, the combat. Feels more impactful. Fantastic job. I guess that's why they call you a legendary hero. That's all for today's training. You'd better get some rest before the real work begins. Snake. Oh my god, look at how I look. Snake? Huh? Are we there? Just about. Good. Who's Roddy? What are you spacing out for? It's nothing. I have to see who's going to be, like, my main cast before I give them voices. Sure it is. Did you have that dream again? Yeah. I see. The one where you're in a tutorial? Yeah. This plane looks like it was drawn by a child. No, I'm just kidding. Good news, Snake. Looks like we eeled our way past the control tower. It's a good thing we paid off the right people at the right time. In another 15 minutes, we'll touch down in the land of the free. It's been a week since we got out of the Serena Republic. One hell of a long week. I hear you, Roddy. I doubt Escobar will be able to chase us all the way here either. Don't be so sure about that. He's more persistent than you think, and I know he hasn't forgotten we destroyed his precious drug factory. Besides, I can't imagine him not coming after the 15 million. I'm sure he's dying to get that money back. I'll be glad to help him out with the dying part if it comes to that. Ah, these are all my buddies and my friends. I'm sure they're all going to live. What's everyone planning to do once we get there? I'm going to buy me a ranch. Been my dream since I was a little snot. So you're planning to be a cowboy? Something wrong with that? I just pity the horse. Come again? Oh, pretty, the horse. Horses are pretty, aren't they? Anyway, as for my dream, I plan on living it up in some tropical island, yeah. What about you, Consuela? Planning to start up that motorbike shop you were talking about? Everybody in this plane is going to die. Well, what are you going to do, Snake? Search for something I've lost. Your memory? Yeah. Interesting. I was sure shocked when Consuela brought you in 3 years back, I'll tell you that. Yeah, I mean he was practically dead, a total stranger. What possessed you to take him in anyway, Consuela? I just wanted to help, even if I was the only person. If I was only one person. You did it because it was right after the Praulia massacre, right? When all those natives were slaughtered? Remember that trauma? Remember it? But once you recovered, Snake, and I found that on top of being a skilled mercenary you had a mean case of amnesia, I was twice as shocked. I have amnesia at the start of this game? What is this? I mean, I never would have thought a mercenary of your caliber could get so banged up like that. What the hell happened to you? How should he know? He's got amnesia, remember? He's not even sure whether or not he was a mercenary to begin with, which is perfectly understandable considering his memory problems. No, he's a mercenary, alright, through and through. I'll bet he's an agent for the CIA. Maybe he's royalty from some exotic foreign country. Give me a break. I could be right, you know. Care to make a friendly wager? Fine with me. I want in on this too. Alright then, in order to find out who the lucky winner is, we'll just have to get a hold of Snake's past somehow. Right, my island will have to wait until then. Deep down I've always wanted to be a detective, even more than that cowboy. You guys don't have to. We want to. You saved our lives after all, it's the least we can do. Thanks. Time to land this baby. How do they know my name's Snake? I guess was it written in my underwear or something? Let's move. Hold on, something's not right. Welcome to America. Nobody move. Dalton, FBI. Roddy Louise, Dave Copeland, Consuela Alvarez, and Snake, Mr. Snake. I'm putting you all under arrest for unauthorized entry into the country, and for the murder of Mr. Perez, the Serena Republic Secretary of State. Alright, well, it's not going well for us. You're lucky I arrested you when I did. A little gratitude would be nice. At least you could give me your real name. So you really do have amnesia. Fine, I've already done my own investigation anyway. Name unknown, age unknown, place of birth unknown, alias Snake. Highly skilled mercenary who appeared 3 years ago in the Serena Republic, a small South American country torn by civil war. Also in Shadow Moses, and in New York that one time, and in, a lot of different places. Sided with resistance fighters plotting against the country's authoritarian military regime headed by General Delgado. Played a significant role in overthrowing Delgado's regime. Major contributions include the successful infiltration of Tormentor's stronghold, a crucial strategic location for Delgado. This was seen as a decisive factor in the resistance fighters' victory, but no matter how many times I read this, it still doesn't add up. Why would a mercenary who overthrew the old regime murder Perez, the Secretary of State for the new government? I didn't do it. It was Escobar. Escobar, the South American drug lord? He framed you? Wait, Pablo? Are they saying Pablo Escobar? Right. I see. Unfortunately, though, it doesn't matter if that's true or not. The important thing here is that the US government has received a formal demand from the Serena Republic to hand you over to them. A formal demand? That's right, Escobar is apparently showering Serena government officials with huge amounts of money to get you locked up. It seems he's dying to get his hands on you, Snake. I don't know what you did exactly, but he's seething with hatred. If you're handed over to him, you'll be gunned down at best. At worst, you'll be tortured for months, then killed. So why do you care? Let's just say I'm a nice guy. Very funny. I'm here all week. Now let's get to the point. There's something I'd like you to help me with. I'll scratch your back if you scratch mine. Sound reasonable? I don't need your help. A tough guy, huh? But what about your friends, Roddy, Dave, and Consuela? The Serena government has invited those three back too. If they get deported, how would that make you feel? Willing to hear me out now? No. Oh, okay, I guess we're going into the actual, intro cinematic. The music kind of reminds me of, The Bouncer, but also Persona. You'll see that crab Metal Gear. This is Snake. I'm at the rendezvous point. Not bad, you made it in 2 minutes. You're on your own from here on in. I'll be staying in the boat. Just waves at you. Well, aren't you lucky, taking it easy while I do all the hard work? That's not how it is. My life's on the line too, you know. Just relax, I won't leave without you. Let's go over your mission again. Your job is to infiltrate Saint Logic Inc. They're a private supplier of military arms, and the building is crawling with security. The compound is practically an army fort. But we managed to get into a dock where there are no cameras, no guards, and nobody around. The research facility used to be an army base, and the guards are highly trained killers, mercenaries, former special forces, you name it. I know you're good, Snake, but don't underestimate these guys. It sounds an awful lot like security, even for a military contractor. That's because they've gotten something to hide, of course. I need you to get me one of their files. Access St. Logic's local area network, copy the file I need, and get out of there in one piece. Insert the silicon disk I gave you into the specified terminal. Once it's inserted, a program on the disk will take care of the rest. It'll automatically run a search for the file I want and copy it for you. What's in the file? Let's just say it's enough evidence to put away St. Logic for good. So you're telling me this is just part of some investigation? Of course. But you'll never get away with using illegally obtained evidence in court. I'm the FBI. We kind of do whatever we want. Don't worry about it, I've got it under control. Are you really with the FBI? I showed you my ID, didn't I? Isn't that enough? Well, no. Anyway, help me with this investigation and you're free. I'll set you and your friends up with a new life, and get that $14 million back to you. 15 million. That's right. Anyway, I may have stolen $1 million. Anyway, trust me, I'm a man of my word. I prepared the outfit you used to wear. Not exactly your run-of-the-mill mercenary gear, and it doesn't come with a weapon. That would be illegal. Not that the rest of this operation isn't exactly legal, but, well, it's a matter of principle. If you need a weapon in there, improvise. It won't be the first time I've done that. SOP. Alright, no more chatting. It's about time we got started. Just infiltrate the building, find the terminal, and access the LAN. Got it. I'm going to a LAN party. Nice. Okay. Find and access the terminal. I can set traps. Okay. Hit linkage. Triggers automatically. Hit plus 20%. Links to shots fired within 3 blocks. Front evade. Equip. I mean, I guess I'll equip that. Sure, why not? You know? Hold on. Can I? Hold on. Not this one, that one. There we go. Alright, so there's a guy there, and a guy there, and a guy there. Okay. So I think I can move up pretty okay. Technically, I could even... No, can I not? Okay. Gotta take a bit to get used to this system. I do like the quick movement, though, of the guards, at least. Painter attack can be used 1 block behind target, okay. It's going to turn around and come back the other way. I mean, I can stab somebody. I'm kind of curious to where this guy goes. Don't like that. Okay, which way is he facing? He's facing that way. Why didn't that work? Do I have to be literally behind them? I can't be like to the side of them? Okay, he's calling emergency. Means I have to now, I think, stab this guy. Or I could try choking him again. Maybe it'll work now. Do I have to be right behind him? I have to be right behind him. Okay. That didn't look like a choke. That looked like I snapped his neck. Well, I don't know how long he's going to stay down. So, let's haul ass. Not that one. That one. The numbers being, like, slightly different is definitely throwing me off. I hope the guy below me doesn't see me because now I'm now on the stairs. Okay, good. Sure. We're just a box. Just a box. Oh, okay. So it doesn't. The CQC doesn't automatically happen unless I turn and tell it to CQC at that point. Okay. I think bleeding was somewhat redundant at the end there. I definitely killed him. Okay, okay. I kind of get it now. It's all coming together slowly. I need to maybe see if I can change the way the buttons are mapped, because my triangle and square are switched. It's kind of cool that I have, like, the Fury and stuff like that. I would have assumed I started with, like, a deck of nothing, like I did in Acid, but maybe it took more from my, my Acid playthrough. Have I gone too far? Was I actually supposed to go into that building? I'm now realizing. At least the tempo of the game has, like, gone up, which I think is overall a good thing. Can I kill this guy, maybe? Just hit 60%? Nah, I'm not going to risk it. Absolutely going to take that silenced pistol. I like that you can collect stuff by running over it now. You don't have to end your turn on it. I guess I should try out this disc and see what happens. Right, give it a shot. He's British now, by the way. The FBI agent, who's definitely American, he's British now. Nothing. The outside terminal's probably not connected to the central network. Looks like you'll have to get through the gate somehow to get the file. Be prepared for anything, Snake. Or be ready for anything, Snake. This is going to be serious. It's dangerous in there, but this investigation is vital. What about backup? That's what I'm here for. No one else? Oh, I see. Okay, well, hurtful, Snake. What, you don't trust me? If this investigation is so dangerous, why are we the only ones here? Why didn't you assemble a team? The other guys have their hands full. Sure doesn't sound like any FBI operation I've heard of before. Snake, you seem to be forgetting that I've got your friends in custody. Now that I've refreshed your memory, get through that gate and don't get caught. Okay, so yeah, I went too far at the start. Okay. He's gonna turn there, so if I can maybe do one of these. And now I can choke. I like the animations here as well. This throws me off. There we go. Did I kill the other guy? I did, with the knife. That's right. Oh, he just go back to work. He's like, pretty sure I got choked out by somebody. I'm in front of the gate. Right. The area map shows a control room to the north. You should be able to access the file from the terminal in there. Head north to the control room. Got it. Okay, I think broadly, lots of quality of life changes. Some will take getting used to, but I think they're good otherwise. Solid Eye Theatre added. Deck Editor added. Welcome. The following is a briefing on Deck Editor menu. This menu allows you to edit the deck you'll be using in the next stage. Cards acquired during the previous stage are automatically added to your stock. In order to use stock cards, they must first be organized. Press the up and down button to select a card. To select a card, press the left and right button to adjust the number of cards. Press the right button to move cards from the deck to the stock. Okay, so this is the same as Acid. I mean, broadly, I think I've got some pretty good cards already. Okay. Can I save? Nice. And then, let's check out my deck editor for a moment. So I've got some like good. I've got like action 4s here. I've got 2 stealth. Roy Campbell, the Fury. It's weird that I have like those cards, you know? I mean, I'm okay with it, but I guess if you play enough like New Game Plus, you could always bring over more cards potentially. Let's upgrade. Which card have we upgraded? Upgrade to what? Maybe I'll come back to that. Okay, well, we've started our next adventure. I'm now realizing there appears to be no shop. Maybe we'll come to that later. So, thank you all for watching. And if you want to see more of Metal Gear Acid, let me know. But otherwise, I shall see you in the next one. Bye for now.